Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today on Bargain Hunting, I have quite the surprise for anyone looking for a budget gaming PC. HP was selling their Pavilion gaming desktop on Black Friday at Wal-Mart for $579, but apparently they still have a surplus amount on hand, since they're selling this model on clearance for only $300 in my area. Featuring 9 USB ports, most of which are USB 3 and one being USB Type-C, a DVD drive, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth, there's plenty of connectivity in an unrealistically inexpensive package. But what about the specs? Looking at the seductive package for reference, you're getting an Intel i5-9400F 6-core processor and an nVidia GTX 1660 Ti GPU, which are definitely worth more on their own than the total asking price. Now you're only getting 8 GB of DDR4 RAM and a measly 256 GB SSD, but a $30 stick of RAM will get you up to 16 GB, and there's already wiring included to add another solid-state drive, or in my case, a 10 TB Western Digital Black 7200 RPM HDD. Doesn't this setup look classy? And they were kind enough to include a mouse and keyboard, so all I needed to do was spend $100 on a monitor, and my second studio has gotten a much-needed upgrade. Of course, I had to test out the kind of performance you might expect from such an inexpensive computer, and what better form of benchmarking is there besides PS3 emulation? Persona 5 runs consistently at full speed, with the smallest dips being a direct result of compiling the shader cache. My 7-year-old desktop struggles to maintain 80% speed, while this $300 HP seemingly slices through the action like butter. Expecting the absolute worst out of Nintendo Switch emulation, I felt compelled to fire up Super Mario Odyssey with Yuzu, which somehow managed to maintain 60 FPS once the shader cache had rendered enough into memory. For heaven's sake, I had gotten used to waiting between 2 to 5 minutes for Adobe Audition to load when preparing to edit these videos, but having the solid-state drive really makes things less of a chore and more of a breeze, and my entire reality has basically shattered because I didn't think a deal this amazing was even remotely possible in the real world. In short, if you need a desktop PC, regardless of the reason, march into Walmart as soon as you can, for the love of God, and fill your shopping cart with maybe 3 or 4 of these, just for the hell of it. How could I spend $1,500 on a computer 7 years ago and find one that's more than twice as powerful in 2020 for $300? I almost feel like I found the deal of the century. As an FYI, pricing may vary depending on your location, and I've heard these selling for between $250 and $400. If you guys would like to see more in regards to this computer, be sure to leave me a comment below and tell me what you think. Was this a good deal? Are you heading to Walmart to try and pick one up? My name is Jesse, and I appreciate you checking out my channel. If you like what you see, go ahead and leave a like or subscribe if you want to share some love. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.